whiskey is a tale of three people. In the Western world, it's a tale of three people. And the first person is the farmer. When you use the land, you grow things, and sometimes you can't actually get rid of the stuff that you grow, right? And we already knew that if we drink a fermented beverage from when we were hunters and gatherers, that actually made us feel a little bit better because we were typically downstream of all the cattle that were upstream, and that's where all of the first microbial diseases happen. And if you drank something that actually had a little bit of fermentation, you either got less sick or you didn't get sick at all. Then we jump ahead a couple thousand years to the time of the ancient Greeks, right? And Aristotle was known to actually use the crude form of distillation to desalinate seawater. So you can see now they were using it to actually make transformation. But it didn't really take off. It actually stayed in one area, tight little area of the world, right? Because who was moving around back then? No one, unless you were at war with Alexander. But it wasn't until the 9th century with the Muslim invasions of southern Europe. And as you can see here, this is really how it all moves. So down there where the Abbasid Caliphate is at was the center of all scientific knowledge in the Western world that we're aware of. It was all in the old Persian empires and Abyssinian empires. And when they got religion, they started moving out of there, and they started moving up into Europe through the Iberian Peninsula, and they're bringing with them astronomy and mathematics and medicine through distillation. The Greeks said we had 4 elemental forces in the world, right? There was water, there was air, there was fire, right? You're taking one elemental force, transforming it into this magical vessel, turning it into another elemental force, and then bringing it back down to another elemental force again. This can only be the touch of God, right? This is a divine intervention. This is why we still today call that a spirit. Now we are in the midst of the next wave. The world has exploded into whiskey. So we're coming from a time when no one drank it, and 25, 30 years later, it's being made everywhere in the world. It's a wonderful time to drink whiskey right now.